Dan Illman, Mike Beer, taking a look at the co-feature race at Kentucky Downs on Sunday. Race number 8 is the $350,000 Dueling Grounds Oaks for 3-year-old fillies. Let's take a peek at this field. We're traveling a mile and 5/16. We have a big and bulky field to discuss. Our morning line favorite is the number 7, Princessa Carolina, who is just a very honest horse, graded, placed in her career on several occasions. I wonder how much upside is left after 10 lifetime starts, however.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably true. I don't know how much better she's getting, at least this year, from where she is now, but she's run pretty well in her last 2 races, even though she didn't win either one of those. I think she makes a lot of sense in this race.
Let's take a look at the Timeform US pace projector for this 10.5 furlong test. And down towards the inside, Indigo Gin projects as the early leader. Indigo Gin was a pace presser last time out in the Pucker Up Stakes, paid the price late, might have had to go just a little bit fast in the early portion of that race. 2 starts back in the hot. I thought Flavien Prat gave her a great ride. She wanted to go. He let her go, got the lead, and that was all she wrote.
That's true. It was a different situation last time. It did sort of fall apart late and went to closers at the end. So maybe she's got a little bit of an excuse, but she still has to run better than she's run up till now to beat this field, I think.
The number 2, Zabava, stepping up in class, but it's Michael Maker, always dangerous with these kind of horses, a very astute judge of horseflesh, and this horse is coming off of a win at Saratoga, albeit against condition-claiming company. Let's watch Zabava's race. Nice ride from Arad Ortiz, had this horse inside, angling out right now in that yellow cap as the number 3, and Zabava's going to grind it down late, steps up in class here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what she does. Just ran here a few days ago at Kentucky Downs and finished 5th in an allowance race. I don't know if she comes back right into this race, but maybe she will.
Belle Laura is a horse that was just a little bit overmatched last time out. The winner of that race, Varenka, is very, very good. Came back to dead heat in a graded stakes in a race with no pace whatsoever. Belle Laura really didn't get out of the gate very well in that spot. I'll give her a mulligan there. In the regret, though, I thought that was kind of a good performance and maybe the best she can do right now.
Yeah, I thought she ran okay in that race, too. It wasn't good enough. She was in a pretty tough allowance race last time. It doesn't get any easier for her in this race.
The number 4, Pep, adds blinkers, adds Florent Giroux for trainer Todd Pletcher. Career debut was good at Tampa Bay Downs, a winner. She's been on a 5-race losing streak ever since. Stakes placed 2 starts back. I don't know, just don't see anything exciting about her right now.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I mean, I think there's something there with her. She's got a little talent. I'd be really concerned about the distance for her in this race. I don't know how far she really wants to go.
I do think the 5 High Regard is going to appreciate the distance. The question is whether she will appreciate the surface switch to turf. And while I don't like the mine shafts on turf, mine shaft is the broodmare sire of this filly, I have a feeling that this filly is going to take nicely to the turf. Vicky Oliver, an underrated trainer, can pop at a price. I'm not saying High Regard's the most likely winner. I mean, she's 20 to 1 in the morning line for a reason, but she's unexposed on turf, and maybe she can get a piece.
Yeah, maybe. I really respect these connections. She's not my kind of horse switching to turf in a race like this.
Red Rounder, multiple stakes placed in her career for trainer Michael Maker, is up next. That's the number 6. Let's go back to the Martha Washington Stakes at Gulfstream Park on July the 6th. We're going to see Red Rounder get to the outside right now in those big white blinkers, and it looks like she's going to come with a run. You'll see she gets a little bit awkward with her lead changes. She swaps a couple of times, and then she comes with a real nice run to get beat a neck. I think she is real honest. This recent plethora of layoff lines worries me.
Yeah, that worries me too. Also, I guess she was just a little late to come clear in that race we just watched. It probably cost her the win at the end. We'll see what happens then. I was sort of a fan of her early in the year, so I'm still holding out some hopes that she could be pretty good.
As we mentioned in the open, Princessa Carolina, the morning line favorite, just a very logical contender based on the company lines, the horses she's been running against, and the races she's been running. From a buyer speed figure standpoint, rock solid. From a class standpoint, rock solid. Not sure I want to take too short a price because I don't see the real clear edge. You can't knock her out.
No, I wouldn't take too short a price on her either, but she ran pretty well last time. I mean, there was no beating Chad Brown on August 10th at Arlington, and she couldn't catch Cafe Americano, but she did pretty well to be second.
We mentioned Vicky Oliver. She also has the 8 Wildlife, and we'll go back to her race 2 starts back at Ellis Park, and this was sort of her coming out party in her first start against winners. You see her on the outside. This is a big kick. She's real green, but she just blew by the field.
Yeah, big finish in this race. A big finish when she broke her maiden at Churchill as well. You can see her starting to maybe trying to lug in a little bit there, but she did not stop running. Really impressive win, I thought. They took a shot in the Del Mar Oaks last time. Tough outside post. She was last all the way to the top of the stretch. She was doing some running at the end of that race, though.
Yeah, I like the way she finished up. And she had no chance after the post position draw.
Yeah.
Because really, Bejarano had no chance to take her back to last, try to save as much ground. He stayed in entering the far turn while probably 12 lengths off the lead. Nice move, splitting horses. And then, listen, just had too much work to do against some really experienced, nice horses like Cambier Park. Lights, Camera, Action is the number 9. This is a horse that was 7th in the pucker up. I'm willing to give her a little bit of a break for that race. She was 51-1. She was still a little bit overmatched. Her start 2 starts back was pretty good. She's going to need pace, and she's going to need to take a step forward for a real good trainer in Chris Block.
I do think she's improving right now. She had enough trouble at the start last time to maybe give her one more chance in a race like this.
Maybe another horse that deserves another chance is Repatriated Gem, the number 10, paired up by her tops in her last 2 races, lightly raced daughter of Medaglia d'Oro. Let's take a look at her most recent start at Saratoga. Let's take her through the trip.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think she had necessarily a bad one. She's going to alter course. She's clear. I don't know, Dan. She races on at the end of this race, but I don't know. I didn't think it was a super good performance. Her race 2 back, I thought, was a little disappointing as well. We'll see if she can take a step forward in this race.
Yeah, she was also a little bit green with her lead changes there, the number 4 in the stretch once she got clear. I wanted to see a little bit more pop. We'll take a look at our top selections for the Dueling Grounds Oaks. You and I are very impressed with Wildlife. She is still learning the game, but if you give her some pace, or at least if she can get out of the gate and at least obtain a more forward position, I think she is a stakes horse. I think that this is a very good spot for her.
Yeah, I do too. I like her quite a bit in this race. Again, I'm not, way against Princessa Carolina. I think she makes a lot of sense, but I'm going 8-7 here.
I'm going to go 8-6-5. I think Red Rounder could take a step forward. A little bit worried her going this distance off a little bit of a layoff. We both like Wildlife in the Dueling Grounds Oaks, a race that has an approximate post time of 4:12 Central. Good luck.